yes, I wanted to take a few minutes and show you very quickly how to use Excel to calculate some basic statistics and parameters. There's a lot of things that'll do this, but I find myself using Excel the most because it seems to be everywhere. Everybody's at least kind of familiar with it. I've put in this column of data already. Now you wouldn't have to put it in a column. You could put it in a row, or you could put it in an array of sorts, but I just fall back on column. But you enter your data first. I've got 10 data here, and then let's see, we want to do maybe the mean of the data. You go down to a blank cell, and it doesn't really matter which cell you choose as long as it's a blank one, and you start by typing equal sign. All the Excel functions are preceded by the equal sign, and that's what makes it differentiate between a just text and an actual function. And the function for mean for Excel is average, because that's traditionally what it's known as. And then it's followed by your parenthesis, and you open your parenthesis. Now you have to choose the data that you want to find the average of. So you click and hold in the first cell and highlight down to the last cell. So if you had done it in a row, you would go across, of course, and if it was an array, you would go across and down until you've enclosed the entire set of data. When you get to the last one, all you have to do is hit the enter button, and there's your mean. Now Excel will also do the median of this data, and the command for that is equals median parenthesis, and we highlight our data again, hit enter. There's our median. The command for the mode is equals mode. Highlight our data again. I actually dragged from the bottom to the top. It doesn't matter if you go from top to bottom or bottom to top, as long as you get it all. There's our mode. Now we also often use measures of dispersion or measures of variance. And Excel does those too, and it really saves time on those because those are much more cumbersome to calculate by hand. Let's see. How about the variance of a sample? We type VAR dot or period S parenthesis. That's variance sample. We highlight our data, hit enter. There's our variance of a sample. If we want to do the variance of a population, it is VAR dot P. Highlight our data. There we go. And if you've ever calculated variance or standard deviation by hand, you understand what a time saver this is. Then of course there is standard deviation for a population, which would be STDEV, standard deviation dot P for population. There's my data. And finally, oops, standard deviation. I'm struggling here. Standard deviation for a sample. Highlight and enter. And you can see that of course the population standard deviation and the sample standard deviation, as well as the variances, are just a little bit different because of the denominator in the formula. One's divided by n, the other is divided by n minus 1. With the measures of central tendency, the mean, median, and mode, it doesn't matter whether you have a population or standard deviation. So there it is. It's pretty simple. Take advantage of it.